Hello everyone, welcome again for our today's session, which I think we announced earlier. It will be Gradeup mock 6 analysis. We will do it section wise. So today we are taking up Quant. So with that, I don't think there is much to discuss here except for the fact that we will just start with the question. Okay, here I'll do something different today. What I want to do is this is the way I'm sure I'm audible, so I have not even checked it. What I want to do now, I would just ask you guys, it's last 10 days now, right? There's 19, so 9 full days for your practice. If I leave today, you still have it. Try it in one or two of the mocks that you will be taking in coming days. The thing that I am doing now. What I am doing is now I practice this couple of times, and I saw it was taking roughly 1 to 1.5 minutes to look at all the 35 questions in a given section. So we'll do it together. Just have a look at it and see if it is beneficial for you or not, because I hear a lot of time people do not reach to the last question. They end up leaving 5 sitters. So at least that should not happen. For that, that was my idea today. So the cutoff marks, etc., I don't think it is required, but I'll still show you. I'll just move out of the screen and show you. We have the cutoff for this test was 45.75. So we'll see if in 3 days we are able to reach there. Maths cutoff will be around 8. Fairly simple paper. We will see about it. Okay. So now I'll just come back again. So someone can time, or you can time yourself. This is one exercise which I wanted you to do for a long time now. What we want to do is just scroll through all the questions, just have a brief look at all these questions and see how much we can retain in our brain after 1.5 minutes. Can it give us idea? Can it give us way forward to attempt or prioritize our attempts? So that is the idea. I'll just move out and I'll show you what is going on in my mind when I look at this question. Okay, I see a fairly 2 table not very simple graph. I look at the options. This is what I do. Okay, when I'm looking at it, I see fairly close options. I just move forward to the next. Again, this looks like I can use some trick here, but here I think the question should be approximate, I think, if I'm not wrong. The question was actually approximate. It's just missing here, so read it at approximate. This does not look like very difficult to me. I will still see. Next one, this is ratio. I'm quite sure I'll be able to do it. Okay, not a problem. Next question, number of males in Goa. I think this should be fairly simple question. Next question, again some 2 ratios. Again, ratios should not be a problem. Then I come to this question, which is looks like terrible option. Very close option unless it's 88. I will just have a look at it. Again, very close option, big table, asking about office administration percentage. So looks like I have to calculate some percentage here, and the options are closed. I just move forward. Again, options were closed. This looks like a simple question. 3:2, 2:3. I'll see. Number of science category approximate. What percentage of number vocational? This again looks like a calculation of the total. Okay, there is a word problem again. Profit loss, looks like profit loss. Let me move. Age problem, Abhishek sir has already taught. I can come back to this. CEO looks like something new. I'll see to it. Now I have a set, looks like a big set. I will see if I have time. I'll come back to it. Next again Ghosh Babu. Okay, this is again speed, time, speed, distance. I will definitely be doing it. That should not be any problem. Time and work, I think I can do it. 2 trains, again I think this is topic which is covered. All right, hemispherical earth. Okay, this looks like mensuration. This is number series. I can just see I have moved. Okay, then I have come to approximation, number 2, number 3. Then I see a new type of couple of questions. Okay, I'll come to them. Okay, and then finally I think we have our comparison of variables. So now let me just come back. I think I was speaking, but in my mind actually roughly 2 minutes, maximum 2 minutes I'll say. Just practice it in few of your mocks. Now I have fair idea of what my question paper looks like. Okay, I might not be able to gauge the difficulty level, but I know there is first is DI, second 5 questions is DI. The second one looked more difficult because it had more data and percentage. The options were very close. That I have seen. Then I had few questions of word problem in which time speed distance was there were profit loss was there, then these were there, and then finally I saw there was comparison of variable and your approximation. These questions were there, so I roughly have the idea and I know where I have to start from. Without a doubt I'll start with my quadratic equation. So I'll just go backward. 48.25 scored. Okay, okay, I do not understand the comment. Kunal Gupta has written something I do not understand. Okay, well, so let me just move out now and I will just start in reverse. Let me just start solving. This is how I would have anyways attempted, right? I would have either gone to 61. I'll just try to do it in reverse. Okay, so all those who cannot see, I'll just write it in big also. I'll ask you to try doing it in your coming mocks and see if it helps you. I feel it will help. Let's see. Okay, this is my question. Answer, what is the answer? Where am I on the same chat? Okay, guys, let us try to see. This is now y cube will be equal to 9 minus 3 is 6, 9 minus 1 8, 9 minus 7 2, and this is 9 to 6 1. Looks 21 cube, please remember, is 9 to 6 1, right? So this is not 21 cube, this is in and around 21 cube, but we'll see if it matters also or not. 7 5 the 35 minus 15 is 20 is equal to x. Now do I really need to care about it? Clearly y cube is, y is greater, right? Why? Because x cube will be 8000. So even if I do not calculate the cube root of this, do I need to really calculate? Clearly x is less than y. It's as obvious as that. Okay, as simple as that. You did not have to try to calculate the cube root, etc. Don't get tempted into doing that. Okay, next question. Let's see what is our question here. Okay, so I'll just write it for you first. 20a square minus 108a plus 144 is equal to 0, and 25b square minus 90b plus 72 is equal to 0. 25 into 72, very easy. This will be 1/4, right, into 100. So this is 180. The moment you see your 1800. The moment you see 1800, this it becomes very easy, which is minus 60 minus 30. So this is 60 by 25, and this is 30 by 25, right? 5 5s are 5 12s are. This is 5 5s are 5 6s are. This is 1.2, and this is, yes, 1.2, this will be 2.4, no problem here. Let's look at this now. Some of you are even asking me how do we go about it. So what we can do here is, this is 12 into 12 and this is 5 into 4, right? 5 into 2 into 2. So how can we split it? Just think over it. How do we split it? We have to get 108 in between, right? So now if you will see, 12 5s are 60 and 12 4s are 48. Clearly makes. Now what if if it was not so simple, then what you do here is, then try to break this. This is 3 into 3 into 2 into 2 and then 2 into 2. This is in case if it does not fit here quickly, then you go with this process. Here it was very simple. 12 5 are 60, 12 4 are 48, clearly. So this was 60, this is 48, both has to be positive, divided by 20, right? So this is what? 2.4, this is 3. Clearly these are either greater than or equal to, so A greater than equal to B, as simple as that. Okay, so this is the trick here. There is no other trick. Please try to factorize, and the more practice you have, the more quickly you can factorize. But all the time it will not be so easy that the first factor that you do, you can easily multiply with the other. If they really want to make it tough, they can do it. Okay, So let me just move to the next question now. Okay, this is interesting. Again, I don't think there is any problem here. This is 5, so this becomes minus, so x will become, I am just taking, okay, first let me write it down for you. 289x plus 25 is equal to 0, and root 676y plus 10 is equal to 0. Again, see, this will be very easy. This is 289, we all know. So this is 17 root x is equal to 5 minus 5. So root x is equal to minus 5 by 17, or this will be basically x will be equal to the square of it. So 5 by 17 whole square, right? This is what it is. And this one will be, y will be equal to minus 10 divided by 26, or this will be 5 by 13, which is root over y, right? So y will be this square, right? So now this is 5 divided by 13, this is 5 divided by 17, which will be greater? No brainer, y has to be greater than x. Okay, let me just move to the next question now. Let us see what we can do here. Again, this looks fairly simple. This is 29. I have to break it down. Okay, first I'll write it for you. 29x plus 210 and y square is equal to 196. This is again not a problem. This is plus minus 14, not a problem. This is what we had to be concerned about. This is 7 3 the 21 into 5 into 2. This is what it is, right? Okay, clearly I can see 15 14, no problem. So this is 15, this is 14. So now clearly these values are clearly greater than equal to y. I hope this is clear. Okay, I am not sure what you are talking about. The last question, A, B, no, the other one. Okay, let me just move to the next question. These are my favorite ones, right? I do not even have to bother about. So this is now 2 raised to the power of 5 plus 11 cube is equal to x cube. This is whole by 6, and this is 4y cube is equal to minus 589 divided by 4 plus 5y cube. Okay, let me start from here. I'll just transpose this and I'll change this here. So this will become y cube, and this will become 589 upon 4. Let me see what I can do here. This will become 32, right? I hope this is correct, and 1331, right, divided by 6. So this will become 1363. And look here, I need to make the denominator as 1.6, right? Let me just multiply by 1.5. Even if it was 600, it will be 900, right? 900 by 6. This is clearly greater. Again, I do not have to do any calculation. X greater than y. As simple as that. Okay, I think competitive spirit said, okay, I think you will have to, not put all blame on me that I am going very fast. You will also have to bug up now. This is time that we are discussing a paper which you are supposedly already done, and your exams are near. If you can't match this pace, then there is problem. Anyways, this video will be uploaded and you can watch it at your own pace at 0.5x, 0.25x, you can do that. Don't worry. Okay. This question, just see how simple this question is. I hope it is visible to everyone. I will not be able to write down all options because this game of options, right? So 30% of 500 is greater than what? Not greater than, equal to, greater than what? Clearly 50% of 296. Can I easily write it as 500, or this is, I can just change this and I can make this as percentage and this one as number. I can do that, right? And I will take borrow a 0 here also. This is nothing but 29.6% of 500. Clearly the very first option meets the criteria. What I have done is 50% of 296. I can easily write 29.6% of 500. I can easily do that, right? So what I have done is I have just given it 1 0 and I have taken a decimal here. That's it. So this becomes clearly now 30% of 500 will be greater than 29.6% of 500, and hence this is my answer. I hope this is clear. Okay, let us go to the next question now. Please solve this question without using pen and paper in 10 seconds. I only hope this is visible to everyone. Okay, or let me just even write it down. This is interesting. This is a new type they have introduced, and I like you to solve this question without using pen and paper in maximum 10 seconds. 5 seconds itself is, enough for this question. And your options are minus 97.5, 95.7, 95.7, 97.5 and plus minus 97.5. I wanted to do this question okay, quickly do this. Someone says 95.7, 97.5, okay. Saurabh Chauhan with a smiley, no, okay. Let's see how we will do this question. Now there is a plus and a minus here, right? Now if I have a plus and a minus here, the relationship cannot be determined. I think we have done enough quadratic to know that. So this option I can safely eliminate. Now if this is already positive, can a negative number be ever greater than this positive part? So I can safely eliminate these two also. Now I am left between these two. Just think, if this is my number, if this was my answer, if this is greater than or equal to this number, will this also not satisfy? If 5 is greater than x, will 7 be also not greater than x? Now if I have to have one of them as my answer, which one will I choose? Just try to think what I have said. First, I cannot have a plus minus here because then answer will be cannot be determined. We have done enough quadratic. The plus of here will be greater than minus of here. The plus of here will be greater than minus of here. That is clear. Now what I say, a negative number cannot be greater than the positive part here. So all the negatives are also out. Now I am left between two choices, 95.7 and 97.5. Let's suppose 95.7 is my answer. Okay. If this satisfy my condition, will 97.5 also not satisfy the condition? And now if you have to choose one among them, which one will you choose? One between the two. Sorry, among is not the correct usage. Okay, so without even seeing what is written here, you can solve it in 5 seconds. Okay. So let me just move to the next question now. Okay, do this now. This should take 5 seconds for everyone now, without an excuse. People are still stuck in the last question. I have already given you a new question. Should I, write it down also for you in, bigger letter? The new question is this. Again, 5-second question. This is greater than equal to minus 97.5, 95.7, minus 100.5, plus 97.5 plus minus 100. Here the question is greater than equal to. Perfect. So now clearly again same logic, the plus minus can be eliminated. Now if there is a positive here, this one, there is a negative here, it has to be greater than. So what will be your choice? All your, this positive ones will go out. Now again, between these two, it has to be greater. If this was your answer, then even this will satisfy. Clearly, your minus 100.5 will become the answer. Same logic, without doing any calculation here, we can find out. Choose the smallest number in the negative. Very good. I hope this is clear. This was a new type they experimented. It was fairly simple. Yes, Saurabh Chauhan. Now with a smiley, you are right. Very good, Vivek. If you got it in 5 seconds, very happy. Now let's move to the next question. I think this is again a sitter. I'll not even bother to write it as it is. This is 17 plus 27 plus 36 minus 13 minus 9. Quickly do this. 44 plus 13. Even if I write it down, then also it should not take much time. This is, I have written, right? 70, 80 minus 22. This was, 37. So 81 does not matter much, anything. 81 minus 22 or 80 minus 22, 58 or 59. Any answer close to it is just 1. रिचा थोड़ा सा सोचना पड़ेगा, अपने आप आने लगेगा. थोड़ा सा प्रैक्टिस करते रहिए, ये सब आपके भी दिमाग में आएगा. कोई जादू नहीं दिखा रहा हूं मैं. Okay, let me just move forward. Today I do not understand why people are still stuck. Yeah, 16, 59, is the answer, or if it is asking approximate value, your 60 will become the next best answer. Yes, minus 100.5 was the correct answer for that question. No doubt about it. Okay, let me just go to the next question now. Again, let's see. Okay, this is interesting. I'll write it down. I'll tell you what I would like to do here. Quickly do this question. Again, a fairly straightforward question. Just think a little bit and you will be able to get it. Huh? Which exam do you give, Deep Rajan? Who told you that previous questions are not available in the exam? Please correct me if I am wrong. Okay, so I'll tell you what I will think. The moment, yes, I think Saurabh Chauhan thinks and he thinks correctly. Okay, now see, the problem if I do any kind of approximation here, the problem will not be between these numbers, right? My problem will be here. This is what I'll have to be careful about. Let's try our luck whether, if we can, do something about it. This one, kindly reminds me of my Super 555. Remember that 18, inverse of 18 is 555, right? So this number clearly, if I do this as, I multiply this by 18 by 100, or in fact here it will be 55. So this will be 18 by 1000. This is what it will be. 18 by 100 will be 5.55, right? So if it was 100 upon 18, this is what we have learned, right? 5.55. So now if this is 1000 by 18, this will be 55.55 kind, right? So now what I do, I just make this, this equal to this. Now clearly this one will become 110.3 into 18. This 18 3 is 54 and this is 18, right? Now all I have to do is place a decimal here and there 63. Now if I do this approximation, I am getting 248.4. All right. Now I clearly know this, this number at 5555, this would have been 18. Now this is 94 greater, that means lesser on the numerator side. So it will be around 17.8 or 17.9 is what I'll get here. All I had to do was to check between these two, right? 47 and 50 was my only area of confusion. I have clearly got an answer which says that my answer should be less than 248. Clearly what can be my answer, and very close to it. So clearly 250 is ruled out, so my confusion does not exist. I will be left with 247. I do not know. I think if this is a confusion, please please check this. Someone is saying that if you mark from, if you start attempting question from last, your answers are not marked. If it is true, please let me also know. Otherwise I'll also come from beginning. And what if I Okay, yes, I can understand. I can understand your concern with the none of these here. It should ideally not be there, but yeah, if you have none of, and that means the question setters were very sure that one of their answer choice will fall much closer to whatever the values they have provided. If directly divide, answer will come as 247. Okay, do it. If you think you can do it quickly, please go ahead and do it. Okay, save and next. I understand your concern now, but okay. Okay, how do we, I think mark for review automatically goes as correct, right? You can always do as mark for review. I think there is also an option of mark for review. Can I repeat? I can of course repeat. Okay, let me just quickly tell you what I did here. This is clearly 10303 divided by 55.94 plus 63 roughly. So this is what I have treated it as. 1 by 18 or 100 by 18 is 5.55. So 55.55 will be equal to 1000 by 18 clearly. So what I have done is I have made it 18 by 1000. That's it. So that I do not have to divide. I can just multiply, and with a 0 here it will become very easy for me to multiply. So 10.3 into 18 will give me 1854. So which is nothing but 185.4. Now 185.4 plus 63 is giving me 248. So my answer has to be, now if my approximation was 5.55 I had considered, then I have got an answer. Now this number is actually divided by 5.94. So whatever I have got 248, the answer should actually be less than this 248. The only answer in and around that is 247. I hope this is clear. Okay, I hope this is clear. Let me just move forward. This is what is happening. Yes. Again, I think very simple question. This is cube root of 2744. We all know is 14 plus x is equal to 19 plus 25. This is 19 minus 14, 5. So x will become 25 plus 5, 30. As simple a question as that. Equal is not being established. Where is the confusion? I saw even Akshita pointing out something. Akshita, if this is written as greater than equal to, and you are saying a smaller number is also fulfilling, and a greater number is also fulfilling, which one will be the correct answer? You have to think about that. Whatever the relationship was, one, if you have to choose one, which one will you choose? Okay, this was fairly simple. Let us quickly move to our the number series question. Let me just write it. I think this should be visible. Okay, this is my number series. Okay, whenever you have number series, then you have to check whether it is moving in multiples or not. Always try to see from the bigger number. I'll tell you why. What happens is, if you try to see a multiple here, it could be even 3 into 6 or 3 into 3 plus 10, right? So you will not understand what the real multiple is. But with the bigger number, if you try to see the multiple, if you multiply them, the number which has to be added to, cause substantial change will be very high. Therefore, if you want to see if the, the numbers are moving in some product, please try to check it with the larger number. I hope this part is clear. Okay, let me just tell you this now. This is 13 twos, this is clearly 4 threes, this is into 4, this clearly should be 5, and this should be into 4, right? So let me now just try to see. This is what? 3 into 4, 12. 12 plus 7. I hope I have not left any question, right? So this is 12 plus 7, right? This is into 4 plus 7. 19 5s 95, and then what do you have added here? Sorry, this is 6. Sorry. So 3 6 are 18 plus 1, 19. 19 5s are 91 plus 95 plus what will give me 103, 8. The moment I see 1 and 8, I know next number will be 27, right? So this is 412 plus 27, 439. So the moment I saw 1 8, I immediately know what this will be. So this has to be nothing but clearly 27. Okay, so now instead of C, you have to calculate. So now this is 5 into 6, 30 plus 1. So next one will become 31. Next has to be 31 into 5, which is 155, plus what we have to do here, 8. So this becomes 163, right? Now 163, what we have to do? 163 into what we have to do? 4, right? So which is nothing but, I hope I am doing right, 6, 5, and now will be, this is 652 plus 27, 652 plus 27 will give me 679, right? Yes, clearly. So what was the learning here? Please see, if you have to check whether they are the multiples or not, please start from the bigger numbers. If you want to check whether they are moving in the this sense, you have to check from the bigger number. That was the only learning here. Let me move here. It does not matter even for those who feel I am doing it in ulta. I can just go back to the 50th question and finish 50 to 60 and then come back to, I always have a choice of going back to a number, right? I hope that is always there. Okay, so my next question is 4, 13, 40, 135, 552. Okay, now check this, what will happen. Again, if I see here, this is not 6 times, this is roughly 5 times, this is roughly 4 times, this is roughly 3 times, this is roughly 2 times, this is roughly, then has to be 1. See, if I started to figure out from this, I will not be able to understand whether it is 1 time or 2 time or 3 time or 4 time minus something. I will not be able to do. So if the numbers are increasing in a very quick manner or fast manner, then you clearly know there is multiplication involved, and what is the relation? You always try to figure it out from the larger number. That is my advice. Okay, so here this is 4 into 1. Alright, and then what is added here? 9. Here 13 to the 26, 26 plus 14, 43 the plus 15, 135 into 4 plus, what will give me the answer? This is 20, this is 4, and this is 540. So again I am getting back on 12. This will give me 252760 plus 5. So I am really not able to make head or tail here. But does that really matter? Whatever it is, I clearly see this number 9, 14, 15 have nothing to do with 14, 13 except for this 9, which is 13 minus 4. Nothing else really falls in line with these numbers. So let me just try my luck here with 2. So 2 into 1, 2. What will come in place of C? I do not even have to think about 2 into 1 plus 9, 11. 11 into 2, 22. 22 plus 14 is 36. Right? I hope this is clear. Now 36 into 3, 108. 108 plus 15 will give me 123, which is also there in my answer choice. Should I take this risk? This is your call. I will go ahead and do it. Even if I was not able to figure out what this series is, but I know this is some random constant, and I am given a completely new series, and here I have to take, I have already figured out the multiples. I have been given a random number which I have to be added. I just add it. Okay, so let me just proceed to the next. I hope this is clear. Let me just move to the next question now. Okay, this is again your, I think, fairly simple. 5, 12, 4. In exam, if you have not done enough practice, please do not even try. I will say just have a look at them, but don't think about giving it 2 minutes there and trying to crack a number series. If you are not good at it, you will face problem. Take my word for it. Either practice very hard. If you have done sufficient problem, 500 to 1000 problems, things will click. Do not worry about it. You can do from anywhere. I will choose to do the topics that I am more comfortable with. I am very comfortable with simplification, approximation and quadratic equation. I want to ensure those 10 marks in 5-7 minutes. That is why I started from reverse. I can, and of course here my limitation was, again I have to go back all this slides. So I thought I'll just go back once and I'll just finish all the questions in a go, starting from backward. Here look at this series. This is again very good. I immediately see 3, 4, 5, 12, 10, 8. It just stares in your face. But now you have not been given in the question, your next number is not given. So what can it be? So if you look at the logic, what is the relationship here? 5 into 2 plus 2 is the same here. 4 into 2 plus 2, 3 into 2 plus 2. I immediately see 3 places matching. It has to match here. So, but look at the question, what is it asking? D. So D will be what? It will be 6 here, then 5, this is A, B, just look at here, A, B, C and D. I do not even have to figure this out. This will be 6, this is B and then this is D. So 6, 5, 4 is my answer. That's it, as simple as that. Okay, again a sitter. Yes, then why will you complain about getting less marks? That is my concern. If this is all sitters, then we should score highly, right? This is the kind of paper you will get even in your actual exam. Do not worry about it. Just have that confidence that you can crack it. Okay, again if I see here, this is roughly 2 times, this is again roughly 2 times, this is also 2 times, this is also around 2 times. Here I cannot figure out, but if all are 2 times, this will also be roughly 2 times, right? So let me figure out. This is 2 times plus 7, this 13 to the 26 plus 11, 37 to the 74, 74 plus 13. Clearly I can see 7, 11 and 13. I know where it is moving. It is moving in prime direction, right? So now this is 19 to 180 minus 6, which is 174, and then you have to add what? 17 here. So you get your 191. What I have to find? D, right? This is what I have to find. Okay, so which is number corresponding to this. I start with 1. 1 into 2 plus 7. So 1 into 2 is 2. 2 plus 7 is 9. Alright. Similarly, can I fill 9 into 2? 18. 18 plus 11? 29. 29 into 2 will be 58. 58 plus 13 will be 71. Now 71 into 2, 142. 142, and what was the number added here? 142, right? 142 plus 17, which is 159. That is your answer, right? I hope this is also clear. Yes, in exam butterflies are flying, you have to now curve them. Let some amount, Abhishek sir told you about, optimal amount of panic is, always good. Your nervousness is good. This is the bell curve for this. So if you are not at all nervous, that is also not a good sign. If you are nervous to a certain degree, this is where your peak performance comes. If you are overexcited, again your performance falls. So this is the performance of, your performance vis-a-vis when your nervousness increases. Okay, now let us come back to these questions. Again, these are very simple questions. Hemispherical ditch, I'll not even think about it. Some part of it, so I do not know, x part of it is filled. 2 by 3 pi r cube, right? 12 into 12 into 12. This has to be filled with what? This is 6 meter radius and 2 meter height. This is pi r square, alright, into h is 2. This is what I have to fill. Pi cancel. Now this x will be equal to, the 3 will go up, so 6 into 6 into, okay, fine, 2 by 3, and this is pi square h. I hope this is clear. So this is 2 into 2 into your 3, which is 3 6s here, down here, so 12. I have purposely done this. So 3 6s and 3 12s, so 2 2 2, so this will give me 1 by 16. I hope this is clear. Again a sitter. Yes, same logic. Yes, you can do it, no problem. Don't get it wrong, and get it in less time. That is our only concern. Okay. Let us see this question. Okay. So what is this question saying? 60 and 50 meter respectively, two are moving. Take 5 seconds to cross each other. Okay. So length of the train, we can say this is the relative speed. Okay. So this is in kilometer per hour. I can do what? I know 36 kilometer per hour is nothing but 10 meter per second, which is 5 by 18. I hope you remember this. You should always have this in your mind. 36 kmph is nothing but 10 meter per second. So kilometer to meter per second, you should always remember this factor of 5 by 18. So this is 5 by 18. So this is 110 into 5 by 18 into 5 seconds. This is your length of train. I'll come back to it later. Now, if the two trains traveled in the same direction, passenger sitting in faster would overtake by in 18 seconds. Again, That means the relative speed will become 10 here, and 10 kilometer per hour means 10 by 18, and in how many seconds? 18 seconds. So I clearly know the length of the train is, the smaller train is 50 meters. So now these options are already gone. I have to just look at these two options. Now the total length of the train, if I know, I can just eliminate. Okay. So now if I look at this one, again I am seeing my 1 by 18. I just love that. So I'll just this multiply 55, and this 1 by 18 is again 55, right, for me. So this is 30.25 into 5. So this is around roughly 151.25, right? So 50, that means your remaining one should be around 100, right? Slightly greater than 151. So this can be your only answer. This will be less than the length of the trains. I hope this is easy. I hope this was clear. Again, I use this factor of 1 by 18. You see how much reciprocals help us. Okay, so let me just quickly go to the next question. I hope this was clear. Let me move to the next question again. Look at this question. This is, finishing work in 6:18:15. Then the money which will be divided not in the time you finish, but in the efficiency, which is opposite of this, right? Inversely proportional to this. This is what should have been. Multiply by 120, which is their LCM. So you will get 20:15:8, right? And adding this, you get 43. All right. So all the money which is now divided will be what? 20 divided by 43 into this number. Whatever this number is, 94.60. Now just think for 5 seconds and tell me, do you really need to actually multiply it? In all these, 3 shares, this 43 is a prime number. This will always be there. And look at this number. Can you see something here? 9460 is 15 minus 4, 11. So this number is clearly divisible by 11. So all my factors will have a multiple of 11. Which of these options are having a multiple of 11? Only one. So I will not even bother checking, what their shares are. I will just close my question here and move forward. Please use options wisely. I hope this was clear. Please. Okay, I'll just read this question. A, B, C individually can finish a work in 6, 18 and 15 hours respectively. They started to work together. After completing the work, they got 94.60 rupees. When they divide them among money, how they will get? So we know this will be the inverse of the time taken. That is, the inverse of the time taken is efficiency. Money, if has to be divided, it has to be divided by the efficiency. Multiply by 120, which is their LCM. So money has to be divided in 20:15:8, which is nothing but 43. Now I know all this money will be divided by 20 by 43 into the number. When I look at the number, I quickly see this is, some prime number. Looking at all the options, I do not get any weird number. So this number will clearly be divisible by 43, and then I see this number is also divisible by 11. Clearly, as soon as I see this, and I know the denominator does not cancel this 11, I know all the answer choices which we have will have a multiple of 11, will be the multiple of 11. How do you think this way? You have to think. You have to, when you solve question, just do not randomly solve question and be happy about it. Even if you are very sure, try, Abhishek sir mentions, try to optimize your answers. You have to think about it. It's just saving those 5-10 seconds wherever you can. I could have, immediately seen here itself and not even written this. I could have, even tried my luck with, just seeing that multiple of 11s are there. I just want to be sure, so I did one more extra step. I hope this is clear. Same for the train, and this one is easy. First time, nobody is sharp. Everything comes with practice, dear. You have to practice, and you have to practice really hard. We have told you, when we teach you a concept in our video, that's just 15-20%. The rest 80% has to come from you. Okay? Let us just move to the next question now. Okay, this is interesting. TSD, we love TSD. There is no way, we will leave this question. I'll read it for, those who cannot see it. Please listen to me carefully. A car, after having traveled 18 km from a point A, I'll kind of explain that also. So this is a point A and it starts moving and develops some after traveling 18 kilometer at this point, I do not know, let's call this point X, which is 18 kilometer from here. It develops a snag and the speed becomes 4/5 of the original, right? Now this speed has become 4/5 of the original. As a result, the car reaches 45 minutes rate. So because of the decreased speed, it is reaching 45 minutes late, right? Now, had the same problem arrived at some other point X, Y, which is 30 kilometers from A, then it would have reached by 36 minutes late. So what does this imply? Just think, this is the question. The original speed of the car is what we want and the distance between point A and B is what we are supposed to calculate. Now the question is, the boy, the man, whoever he started, the girl started from here. After traveling 18 kilometer, he or she had a problem in her car, speed reduced by 4/5, got late by 45 minutes. Had this happened at 30 kilometers, he or she would have been late by only 36 minutes. Now, can I clearly say that it means this 12 kilometers, had this, because of this 12 kilometers, the real, in this one, it is traveling this 12 kilometer at the correct speed. And in the first scenario, this 12 kilometer was also traveled at the reduced speed, right? So this 12 kilometers actually caused a delay of 9 minutes. Can I say this? Because of the reduced speed, can I conclude that this 12 kilometer caused me a delay of 9 minutes? Can I conclude this? Please say yes or no. This, if you agree to this, then the question is solved. What I am saying is, first 18 kilometer traveled at the normal speed, remaining distance which we do not know traveled, and a total late cost of 45 minutes. First 30 kilometer traveled at the real speed, the remaining at the reduced speed, total difference of 36 minutes. That means, had the this 12 minutes has actually caused the delay of 9 minutes. If it traveled, because in the second case it traveled this 12 kilometers at the normal speed and saved this 9 minutes, that means this 12 kilometer is causing the delay of 9 minutes. I hope this is clear. Perfect. If that is very clear to everyone, so 9-minute delay is coming because of the reduced speed in 12 kilometers. So 45 will come in how much? 60 kilometer, as simple as that. So 60 kilometer plus 18 will give me 78 kilometers. Only one option has 78. I'll just mark and I'll move forward. I hope there is no confusion there. But suppose it did not click to you. Let us assume that on a bad day it did not click to you. Okay. So can I say, okay, this question is already solved. Okay, we are now trying to see it in a different way now. Perfect. That should not be. So 9-minute delay, 12 kilometer distance. So 45-minute delay would have come by traveling how much? 60. As simple as that. So 60 kilometer was at the reduced speed, 18 in the correct. So 18 plus 60, 78. That is my answer. Alright. Now let us suppose it did not strike us. So now this 12 kilometers causes me 9-minute late. 9-minute late, basically what does it mean? That 5/4 of the time I am taking. So 5/4 of the time means I am taking 1/4 extra time, right? 1/4 of the x is the extra time, which is 9. So that means actual time taken is nothing but x is equal to 36 minutes. I hope this is clear. We have already solved the question. We are trying to do it in a different way now. Now we are using the concept. We did not even have to use the concept of reciprocals here. It was so simple. But let us see. This did not strike us, and some reciprocal struck us first. So this one, whatever delay has occurred because I am taking 5/4x of the original time. That means I am taking 1/4 of the extra time, which is 9. That means my ideal time was 36 minutes. So to travel 12 kilometers, I am taking 36 minutes. So 1 kilometer I am traveling in 3 minutes. So in 60 minutes, I will travel 20 kilometers. As simple as that. With that also I can easily calculate. Now 20 kilometers is my speed. Initially 45 was the delay, which was 1/4 of x time. I'll just remove everything, otherwise it will becoming khichdi. I hope the question is clear. Now I am doing the other thing. What I said was 1/4 of the x was 9, right? This was the late. Why I am saying 1/4 of the x? Because your speed reduced by 4 by 5, so time taken became 5/4 of the actual time taken. That means the extra time, the delay you are happening is 1/4. So 1/4 of x was 9 minutes. That means x distance was covered in 36 minutes. And what is this I am talking about? The 12 kilometer. So 12 kilometer, had there been no snag in the engine, was covered in 36 minutes. That means 1 kilometer was covered in 3 minutes. So in 60 minutes, 20 kilometer was covered. 20 kilometer, 60 minutes is 20 kilometer per hour. That was my speed. Alright, this part is clear. I am showing you various ways in which we can do. In the initial, again my time reduced, speed was 5/4, which is 1/4 extra, which was equal to given to me as 45 minutes. So x will be 45 into 4, which is 180, which is 3 hours. This was my delay, actual time taken. So in 3 hours, how much will I cover at 20 kilometer per hour? 3 hours will give me 60. So even with this method, 60 was the normal, commutation, plus 18 the distance travel, 78. So even if that easier method does not, strike you, same thing you can apply with the other also. Chanda Kumari, you have to sort your internet issues. Okay, you should not get angry on anyone else. I hope this is clear. In with both the ways we have tried to explain it, and it is as clear as that. Okay, I hope this question is clear. We can move to the next question. Okay, Ghosh Babu, this is because 3 questions I remembered. Let me just come back to this question. Let's see what we can do about Ghosh Babu. Ghosh Babu has a certain amount of property consisting of cash, gold coin and silver. So what he has is cash, gold coins and silver. He has some property. The cost of gold coin is given 4,000, silver is 1,000. Alright. And how many daughter? Distributed among his daughter equally. Okay. Now his eldest daughter gets 20% of the total property in gold and silver plus 25,000 in cash. Next one, the second daughter was given 20% of the remaining property, whatever it was, 20% of the remaining, and 50,000 cash. Third and fourth daughter, he gave 75, now 50,000. He gave third and each 20% of the remaining, I do not know whatever it is, some remaining property, again remaining here, I do not know, but how much is given here? After previous distribution, 25 more. So that means he is giving him 25,000, 50,000 cash here. So to the next 2 daughters, he is giving 75,000 cash each. This is what is given. So what we can, understand from this passage? This passage states clearly that Ghosh Babu has 4 daughters. So that means if he, and it's given that, he is distributing it equally among all 4 daughters, that means each daughter will get 25%. I hope this is very clear. There is absolutely no confusion. Now let us come back to the first daughter. She gets 20% of the property in gold and silver and 25,000 in cash. Now her total money that she was entitled to get was 25%, right? So 20% in gold and coin, 5% in cash. So I can easily deduce that 5% of cash is nothing but 25,000. So I can immediately know that 5% of the total amount is 25,000. So my X will be 5 lakhs. It's as simple as that. I hope this is clear. No, it is clearly written, no? He gave to his eldest daughter coins worth 20, okay, only gold coins, sorry. It was only gold. Okay, Madhu corrected me, it was not gold and silver, only gold. Okay, I agree. So, she was given the thing that we have to be careful about is what is the other. So out of her entitled 25%, 20% she gets in gold and she gets some cash. What is that cash? That is 5% of the entire property. So I can easily calculate what my entire property is. 20 times it. So 25,000 into 20 will give me 5 lakh. I hope this is clear. Okay, I'll explain it again. What I'm saying, Ghosh Babu, after reading the passage, we knew Ghosh Babu has 4 daughters. This is clear, and it is equally divided. So all of them will get 25. There is absolutely no doubt here. The eldest gets 20% in gold plus she gets some cash. What will this cash be? This has to be 5% of the total, no, because she is supposed to get 25% and she got 25,000 as cash, which is nothing but 5% of the total value. If 5% of something is 25, what is 100% into 20? This is 5 lakh. I hope this is clear. I have repeated the same thing again. Ghosh Babu has 4 daughters. He has to distribute wealth equally. So that means all will get 25%. First daughter gets 20% in gold and remaining in cash, which is 25,000. That will be how much? That will be only 5%. And that gives us the hint to calculate how much wealth he actually has. If you start trying to make equation as 20% of the total property X plus 5,000 or 25,000 plus now only 75% of the remaining property, or in fact 80% of the property minus 25% of cash into 20%, then it will take 1 day. This is the hint. You have to try to understand that the hint was here, that the wealth is distributed equally. All of them get 25%, 20% to the eldest daughter in gold. So the cash was nothing but 5% of the total money. That means the entire money which was distributed, okay, clearly written. Whatever is he has distributed, Ghosh Babu has clearly mentioned. No confusion here. He gave to his eldest daughter gold coin worth 20% of the total, and this is where it ends. No more silver coin for her. Okay, she hasn't got any silver. The eldest daughter does not get any silver as mentioned in the question. So total worth 5 lakh. Let us see the amount of now, and we have also seen how much was the money distributed. First one got 25,000 cash, second one got 50,000 cash, the next one got 25,000 more than the previous, and the fourth one also got the same. So this is 150 plus 50 plus 25. This is 225,000, which is 2,25,000. This is the total cash. Now the gold and silver will be how much? Minus from 5 lakh. As simple as that. So this will be 275. Clear? I hope this is clear now. There is absolutely nothing in this question. Okay. Now total property of Ghosh Babu we have already calculated. That is the first thing in fact which we calculated, 5 lakhs. The next one, if Ghosh Babu had equal number of gold and silver bar, the number of silver bar he had. Okay. So gold plus silver was same. Let us assume it is X. Okay. So what will be the value? X into this value of silver and gold was 4,000 and 1,000 respectively, if you remember. This is the coins 4,000 and X. And this is total. We have also seen what is the total value. This is a total value in gold and coin. We have seen the cash component. Then we also know what is the 225 was, right? I hope this was the calculation. Gold and silver, the remaining, other than cash, everything is gold. So X has to be this 225. I hope I have not. What was my answer here? Yes, sorry, 275 is the gold component. Sorry. Cash was 225. This is the gold component, right? So divide by 5. Clearly you will get 1000. So 3 zeros will get cancelled. 55 is the number of gold coins. Okay. So I was doing mistake. I hope this is clear, everyone. This was a fairly simple question. I can understand if it does not click in exam, you might end up wasting 1 minute, and you will think that you really need to make some big equations here. Okay. Okay, this was, I think, a sitter. CEO came at a seminar 15 past 12, so he came at 12:15, and he came 25 minutes before his advisor. That means his advisor came at 12:40, who in turn was late by 30 minutes. So actual time where it should have been started was 12:10. As simple as that. To the seminar, at what time the meeting was supposed to be started? 12:10. Okay, again this was a sitter. Okay, this is Abhishek sir's question. 5 years ago, two scenario, 5 years ago and 5 years hence. This is my present where I stand. Age of Shyam was 5 times Lakshman, right? So this is 5 and this is 1. Can I say that the ratio is 5:1 here? Hence it will become 3:1. Okay. So Shyam age, if it is 5, Lakshman age is 1, this is 1, this is 1. Now in all these questions, what did Abhishek sir tell you? You have to make their difference equal, right? This is what you are supposed to do. How can we quickly do it? The difference here is 4, here it is 2. Immediately we can see if we just multiply it with 2, our problem is solved. So after 5 years, what is become? But the difference, because age will not change, right? Their age will not change. That is the concept. I think this, if anyone has problem, he has to go back and watch the concept video here. So the age difference is constant, which is roughly 4x. So here also the difference in their age will not change, so 4x. Now after what is, so after 5 years, what is their age now? So each unit, what is it actually equal to? So 10 years basically is giving me 1 unit. Just see what is the change, actual change. Actual change is from present 5 years back and 5 years hence, that is 10 years. So 10 years has passed and 1 unit has changed here. So that means each unit is equal to 10, that we will keep in mind. Now what is the average here? 6 plus 2 by 2, which is nothing but 40, right? Which is here 8 by 2, which is 4, and each unit correspond to 10, which is 40. But we are asked 10 years after from today. So this is 5 years, just add another 5. So 40, 40 if there was the average is 5 years hence there will be 45, 45 age, hence their average will be 45. I hope this is clear. I think everyone has done this. Very good. So Abhishek sir, I think will be very happy. Very simple question. 5:1, 3:1. We had to keep this constant, their difference, which happens with 6:2. Actual difference of 10. In my x, I am getting only 1 unit difference. So each unit corresponds to 10 units. Now 6 plus 2, 8 by 2 will be at 5 years hence. Their average is 4 units. Basically nothing but from 5 years from now their average is 40. So another 5 years their average age will increase by 5. So 45. That is my answer. I hope this is clear. Yes, I can understand. There are some of you who are doing this. Absolutely no problem. So if you think you can multiply with this difference here and this difference here, I do not have any problem. So you get 5 to the 10:2 here, and then you will get 12:4. Here difference is 8, difference is 8. The thing that we have to keep in mind in the age problem, the difference between them cannot change. Please try to understand. That will always remain constant. So here also you will get same. So here now 2 unit corresponds to 10 years. So for going forward here will become 8. So here again is 40 plus 5 here. Does not matter how you do it. Do not worry about it. Okay. how will you get 6 plus 4 by 2, Madhu? Please tell me. 6 plus 2, right? You are doing some mistake here. When 3 is to 1, I have to multiply, it will become 6 is to 2, right? Or you will do multiply with the difference here, 2, 10 is to 2 and 12 is to 4. 6 is to 2 by 2, Madhu, not 6 plus 4 by 2. Okay? I hope this is clear. Again, this is profit loss question. Let's see if we can do something. AC at the gain of 2%. So I'll put AC here and washing machine here. So 2% of X, I'll not put, care about, by 100. I'll just keep the zeros. This is 3% gain. 3% of Y is equal to 1700. Here also zeros so I have to take care of 4 zeros. I'll just, I do not like seeing so many zeros and, division, etc. Next, he sells at AC at 3% gain. So this is again 3%, whereas the refrigerator has 2% loss, and that gives me 6. As simple as that. Now I have to calculate, AC. So I have to remove this, multiply this by 2, this by 3. Simple. So this is 34 plus 18 will give me 52 here. This part will get cancelled. 4 plus 9 is 13x. So x will be equal to 52 by 13, which is equal to 4 followed by 4 zeros. This is my answer. Yes, Abhishek sir teaches everything like that. When he completes a topic, things get etched in your memory, but you have to practice. I hope this is clear. Absolutely, it was as simple a question that now if you want to make your life complex, 2 by 100 plus 3 by 100 plus put all those zeros there, and your life becomes complicated. Okay, let me now just quickly go to the, okay, I'll just come to the question. We have covered all the questions. Let us see these questions now, the DI questions. Let me start from the first. Let's see what we can do about this question. Percentage of the total number, again this is approximate percentage they are talking about, not the actual percentage, of the males in UP, Bihar and Delhi. So UP, Bihar and Delhi, I have to take males. Males in UP will be, again this is the one, 3 by 5 of your UP is 15% plus Bihar is here, which is 3 by 7, and Bihar is how much? 11, plus Delhi is 2 by 5 again, and Delhi is how much? Delhi is 8%, right? No problem here. This is 9%, easy to calculate. 16 by 3, this is 3.2, I think, no problem here. This 3 by 7 we all know, right? 42.84, right? This is what it was, right? If I remember correctly, 40.28 or 29 is what we take generally, right? I'll take this, it will not change my answer. Into 11 means 4 to 8 I have to just add here, right? So this will become 4, 7, this is 0 from here, so 2, 4.7. So this is 4.7. So this is 12, 12.2 plus 4.7, this is 16.9. I hope you got what I did here. It was, little lengthy calculation, but again manageable. Okay, I hope there is no confusion. Let me just move to the next question and see. Okay, sorry, next question here, my hand got habituated to clicking the upper click. Let's see. Total number of illiterate people in AP and Tamil Nadu. Let's see. AP and Tamil Nadu in 2012. AP and Tamil Nadu is this and this. Illiterate is 7 by 9 here. 7 by 9 AP of 25 plus what I am getting here is illiterate is 4 by 13 here. Of Tamil Nadu is 9. Look at these numbers. Definitely not pleasant. And then I have to multiply them 276. 2 zeros will anyways get cancelled because of the percentage, right? Now I have to calculate this. How do I go about calculating it? Let me try. Honestly, I will not do this question in exam. I've already done some 20 questions, and I think I did 25 questions already out of 35. I hardly left a question. All were doable. These questions do not look very friendly to me, but if even after this, if I choose to do it, how I will do, let's try to see. Try to help me. Let's see who can help me. If I do this, what will it come to? This is 175 by 9. This is, I'm not doing this in exam. Please try to understand. I'm just trying to see if I can find some shortcut here to deal with this. Okay. So this is clearly 13 3 the 39. So this will roughly around 2.8 here. And this one 20 times almost 180, so this will be also equal to around 19.8 or something like 20. So this is roughly 23% of 2760. Okay, now this part is interesting. If I come to this, then I can do something. 22 to 23% of 2760 is what I am looking at. Now if I do it, only way I can think about is I will make this 22, okay, of 2760, and then I will make, basically I am doing 2 into 11, so 2760. So this is coming as 3036, which is coming as 6072, and then I'll add 1% of this, which is 276. So this will be 6348. A number lesser than 6348, I get only one option, so I will reduce. Trust me, I will not do it in exam, but if these are the only 10 questions I can do in exam, this is how I will think about it. This is not actual. I would not have divided. I would love to see it as actual number, but just look at the numbers by 13, by 9, here 276 by 13. You know that this number cannot be whole number. So this question should ideally put approximately, which I think they have missed. So this will be, what is the approximate numbers of people. So this is the best I can think of. I would have left it in exam. Okay, if someone can calculate it, good for him. I will not do this calculation. Trust me, this is sheer donkey work and nothing else. Okay, now this looks like a question which I will like to do. Ratios, I'm sure. Females in Goa, females in Delhi. So first of all, I'll just put a mark here, Goa and Delhi, right? And females I'm talking about. So 3 by 5 in, I'm talking about Goa and Delhi. So 5 by 8, sorry. So I should ideally write Goa to Delhi, right? So Goa is 5 by 8 and Delhi is 3 by 5. And then what do I have? Goa is how much percent? 12, and Delhi is how much percent? 8, right? This is my number. 4 to the 8, 4 3 the 12. I'll take this 25 by 24, 4, 3 and 2. This is what my answer is, right? So this is 25:16. This was a doable question very easily, right? So we have done some 26 question, guys. Even if I leave the first question was relatively okay, but I'll not even like to do that calculation. Okay, I'll first see whether there are easier questions than that or not. In approximation question, you cannot use digit sum, Jitu. We have told it many times. Number of males in Goa. Okay, now use your digit sum. This looks like male will be 3 by 8 of how much in Goa is 12% of 27600, right? This is 4 to the, and this is 3, and this will anyways get cancelled by 2, and you have a 9 here. Look for a 9 here and your answer is there. I hope there are not more than 1 9s. 5 9, this is out. 4 4 8 plus 1 9, this can be my answer. 7 to 9 out. 5 5 6 out. This is 8 plus 1 9 out. So this clearly is my answer. So 2 answers I could get. So 25 plus 2 bonus plus the first question. I have already scored roughly 28 marks without doing much calculation. Let's quickly see what I can do about this question. Again, looks like comparison. I think I can do 10% of UP का population increase in 2012, so 10% means 1.1 of the UP's population. UP's population will be 276 will anyways get cancelled if this is the ratio, and population of AP 12%. So this is increased by 12, this is by 10, this is AP and this is UP. UP is how much total population we are talking about? So this is 15 and AP is 25, right? This is my ratio. Okay, so I am asked 5 3 the 15, 5 5 the. What is the, what is the ratio of the population of UP rounded off? So if it is to be rounded off, what better number to round off than this? So I will get 3:5. Let's quickly look at which one is coming closest to 3:5. This is 42 and 55. Clearly not 3:5. This will be roughly like 4:5 near. Again, this is near 4:5. This is 3:2, right? This is 14:15. Clearly not there. This is 3:5. Hence my answer. As simple as that. So almost except for that one question which wanted donkey work, we have solved all questions. So roughly 29 questions we have solved without any problem. Not 00. Where I have kept 00? Where was I supposed to put 00? Okay, I hope that was clear. Maybe one of the percentages I would have removed the 00s. Hardly matters. Increase it by, if I have wrongly dismissed 2 zeros, just put it. But if I remember correctly, I had removed it for this one. Now just look at these numbers. 188.36, 185.32, 186.32. Now this will be a good question only if my answer is 88.32. I'll just quickly do a check whether my answer can be denominator is greater than the numerator or not. The total number of the students who have opted for statistics course and office administration course exceed total number studying business management course. Now what is business management course will be this one. This will be the total business management course exceeds by how much percent, and what are we adding to it? Statistics and office administration. Statistics and office administration. Now clearly I can see this plus this will be greater than this, right? Then this is not my answer. Then I am not doing this donkey work. Clearly I will just leave this. I would have been very happy if somehow I had seen that this part is clearly greater than some of these two, and I would have just taken the risk of none of these and move ahead with this question. But I will not do this donkey work. If you want, you can do it. I am happy with my 29 marks that I have scored within some 20-25 minutes. In 2011, what is the problem, Jeetu? Please tell me. Okay, let me just move to the next question again. The art category student who have opted for office administration. So art, office administration, this number is what percent of total number in that category. So they want me to add all this and then take add this and take the percentage and look at the ratios. 17, 19, 15, 22, 20. I am not doing this donkey work again. This is ridiculous. Why will I add so much and do this calculation? Let's see. Look at these options. 57.23, 58.32. All these options. I immediately know will be asked to calculate some percentage, and if my answer choice are these close, I will just move ahead. These questions are meant to break your speed and to scare you. Just think about a student who started from question number 1 and ended his question at his 20-minute or 25-minute by the time he reached question number 10. How much has he missed? That is why I asked you to scan the paper quickly. Yes, Gada Mazduri we will not do. Try to do it, if you want to try to do it, it will be good practice for your simplification, but we are not doing it here. This looks like first easy question. Let me try. I hope it is not deceptive. What is the ratio of total number of girls who have opted retail management? Retail management is here. Total number of girls is this. Okay, 220 plus 350. To the total number of girls who have opted office administration. Okay, I don't think I am tricked. So this is 255 plus 200, right? I hope I am not doing anything wrong. Office administration, sorry, this is 125. Okay, this is the first easy question that also I was doing wrong. So this is 570 and this is 380. Wow, 3:2. First easy question here, but I have hit my mark of 30 questions in quant here. Why should I be bothered about these 3 or 4 speed breaker questions? Okay, let's see this question. Number of students in science category is what percent category? That means I have to add all this. Approximately what percent of total who have opted vocational? So I have to add full. So I have to add this part complete, then add this part complete, and then divide them. And my answers are as close as 44%, 45%, 54%. Except for the fact if this is answer is 35. Any answer I should not even think about this question. So I hope that makes it clear. We could easily attempt 30 questions. Just go back, have a look at these questions once more and think over these questions again. Okay, so they were again very simple questions, nothing to worry about. I think most of these questions, except for one calculation here, 29 here and one question there, I think we could have managed all the questions. Okay, so I'll just come back on screen here. So that was the idea for today. Tomorrow Abhishek sir will be taking your English section. Just go, please do not worry about the exam. Now I think what is more important is your mental calmness. That is why I'm telling, whatever you have done, you have done. Last 60 days, 70 days, 80 days, don't bother about it. You have done hard work. Even if you have not done enough hard work, then also you still stand a chance to clear prelims, and then you will again be given one full month. So just relax. All this analysis that we are doing for you, did you really need any conceptual clarity to score, if not 30 marks, 20 marks in this? You think about it. It's all test taking from day one, we are telling, is a different ball game. It's about your strategy. It's about choosing your good questions and keeping your calm head. It's all about keeping your head calm. Trust me, nothing else matters from here. No matter how much hard you have practiced, thousands of questions in all the section, if you don't keep a cool head, you are kind of jeopardizing your chances. All you need is calm head. Keep your head calm. Take deep breaths. Practice. I am not asking you to now next 7 days just sleep. Next 9 days, in fact, practice. Take one mock daily. Try to gain that confidence. Try to choose those correct question. Choose question by your strength. Why will you have to show? I could have started with this DI set also, and try to prove that I can do calculations. Why will I do that? These are the questions which I will not do even while coming. After coming to my house, I will not even think about these questions. Okay, so choose question wisely and you are through. That is the message. Irrespective of how much conceptual clarity will matter when you take your main stress. Now it's all about calm head. Keep your head cool. Breathe. Keep practicing. Don't lose the touch. All those who have practiced, you have anyways got better chance than clearing those who have not. But again, calm head is absolutely important. How one chooses these questions accurately or correctly is about keeping your head calm. That's it. Nothing, no magic formula here. Scan through the question. My advice, try in your next 4-5 mocks. Do investing that 1.5 minute is helping you score 4 or 5 marks extra or not. Just try, and you will get your answer for yourself. Okay. Now I want to do one more session. We'll do all the grade up analysis. Today we have done quant. Tomorrow Abhishek sir will do English. Reasoning we will see. Either we'll split or one of us will do the reasoning section also. After that, in our Facebook thread, just start a thread, whatever good question that you have come, one thread, okay. 50 question, 50 good question. I think Krishna had put some question, what if I'm getting digit sum on both end 0, how we proceed with the question like that. If I have fractions, can I use digit sum, how will I use digit sum there. There are high chances of approximation question coming, but digit sum is just not for solving your approximation or simplification question. We have seen its usage, it can be used at various places. Use your options wisely, we will do all that. Try to collect those 50 questions for me, guys. Put it, just collate it, 50 good question from all the topics in Quant. Let us kind of discuss it on Sunday or Monday. It's all about we are just trying to do this session for you to get more confidence. It's game of confidence from here, nothing else. Whatever hard work you have done, okay. Keep practicing, keep working hard, keep calm, okay. With that, I think I have kind of told it 10 times now, but that is what is required. That is why I am saying all this. With this, I'll take your leave. Thank you again for attending this session. Work hard next 9 days, don't relent, keep practicing, and keep a calm head. That's it. Thank you.